From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boom! All right, guys, what's going on YouTube? We got another action-packed video for you all right now. This is going to be going over our drip depot system, okay? And everything that we're going to be setting up and showing you all week long, drip depot. This is drip depot week, okay? So get ready, buckle up, and let's get to it. We're going to do our drip depot series now. Okay, so first off, I just want to get this on out of the way first and foremost. All right, Mix Right, Dima Mix Right has went on ahead and sponsored us. Okay, Drip Depot has sponsored us as well, but Dima sponsored us with this system right here, which I'm going to show you. And we have a seal kit. Go ahead and show you that. There's a seal kit right here. All right. This is the injector. It's model number TF.5.002. Big old rascal, man. Look at y'all see that thing. That thing's huge. Look at that thing. Good golly, Miss Molly. The big old rascal. But this is the injector. And we're going to be going over this when we get ready to install it. But I just wanted to show you all the injector. That way when we get to it, you guys already know what the injector is going to be. And like I said, we got some tubing here that goes, you know, for injecting and all that. We got some other things down here that we're going to be showing you as well. So anyhow, just wanted to kind of show you that injector. You guys know what we're going to be using for an injector. It's going to be this Dima Mix Right here, and that thing is a workhorse. It is variable, so we can change up the percentage in there and stuff. I go over some of these parts here and what some of them do and things. That's the Mix Right manual. Put that Mix Right there. Okay. Let's see here. That's a lot of stuff. All right, so this right here is the 5/8 inch tape X250 series barbed shutoff valve. All right, and so what this will do is, you see it right there. There's a barb there that will put a hole in the drip line, or excuse me, a hole in your main line. This will go into the main line. That barb right there. Let me see if I can get it here just a little bit to where you can get one of them out. I'm going to get a bunch of them out. Hang on, shh, right, baby. So you'll take your main line, which I'll show you here in a minute. It's in a humongous box down there. So you'll take that main line and you'll put a hole in it with this tool right here. Go ahead and get the tool out. I'll show you. Yeah, so here's your tool right here. There's a punch up underneath that right there. You'll punch your main line. You'll put this inserted into the main line in that punched hole right there. This won't be able to pull back out. Here's your shut off. adjustment right here, so you can shut it on or off. All right, it's a ball valve inside of there. You can see it. So you can see it there or not. Let me see. Yeah, right there. You can see it. So yeah, and then you just shut it off. See if we can get it focused again there. And you just shut it off like that. And open it back up. All right, so anyhow, this barbed end goes into your drip line. This right here, your drip tape goes onto. And when you put your drip tape on there, you have this and you thread it like, see right there like that. It's all the way back. Slip your drip line up on there. All right, and then take this and turn it like so. And that tightens up on your drip line. All right, and then you're good to go. Your drip line won't be able to come off. All right, then on your other end, you'll have to roll that the drip line up and kink it off there. And they got some other things for us to do that. And we'll talk about that and show you all that whenever it comes to it. We're not going to be laying the drip line because it's wintertime here, so there's no need to lay the drip line. There's just no reason. But I am going to run the full system. I'm going to set up the pump system. I'm going to set the main line up. I'm going to take the main line all the way down. I'm going to put one of these in just for demonstration. But I'm not going to put all these in. It's winter, like I said, it's wintertime. There's no need for us to, do all that right now. I'll wait till about March and start to really, set the system up. Like probably end of March, beginning of April, I'll go on ahead and start putting these in. All right, on everything that we have here. Okay, because we're going to hopefully be doing a lot of the whole area. Is what I'm hoping. Right now we got enough to do the patch 1 and the main patches, the main pumpkin patches. So the main pumpkin patch out there where I grew the 5 big ones, and then this side over here where we grew me and Kira's big one, Jaden grew his, and Mommy grew hers. So we'll be over there on that pumpkin patch too. All right, so that is again all the connectors there to hook you from the main line, which your water comes through the main line. You have that right there connected to the main line, and then your drip line connects to that, and then runs into your garden there. Okay, and so let me go get the drawings, and I'll kind of explain this a little bit better. Yeah. So let me see here. Where is all of my drawings here? There's tons of drawings. We got tons of drawings here. Let me just get around all that. All right. So I know it looks like a kid doodled this, all right, but work with me here. So you can see here, this right here is the well right here. All right, here's the greenhouse right here. All right, or actually the greenhouse is right there. Here's the well, here's the greenhouse. All right, here's the house. Now I done told y'all stop. The house. No, stop. Go on, get out of here. So, you got that main house right here. You got our sunflower patch here. You got our squash patch right here, right? Yeah, squash patch right here. Sunflower patch right here. Here's the raised beds area right here with the giant tomatoes and stuff. Over here is where, I know it's not really catty corner like that, but I was running out of room, so I had to catty corner it over here, but I took the measurements, proper measurements, and that is right there. But that is where we grew on the other side of the yard, where we had the butternuts and a couple field pumpkins and the cushaws at. Okay, that right there is where that is. This is my cantaloupe patch, and then right here is, you'll have to just imagine there's a building right there, so you know where the building is over there by the trailer and stuff. Well, you see that building, and then you see this right here is the cantaloupe patch. Yeah, cantaloupe patch right there, and then we have the trellis would be right here, but we're going to move that trellis system out of there. It's not working there. We'll have to figure out somewhere else to put it. I'm thinking about on this side of the yard, over here in this space right here where the greenhouse is. I think that right there would probably be the best place to put it, but we'll talk about that later. Anyhow, here's the main garden right here, okay? And look, there's probably going to be a setup in there for a greenhouse and stuff, or not greenhouse, but a high tunnel. Probably be right here, the 24 by 24 of this will be covered with a high tunnel. And then down here, you can see this is our main patch right here. And over here is patch 2. All right, the main patch 2 is all this right here. And then you can see here, this is split up for the giant field pumpkin and giant watermelon right here. So those are those 2 patches right there. All right, and then you can see that little sliver right there is the giant long gourd patch where my trellis is at, my long gourd trellis. All right, so you see here we start at the well. We'll run that main line all the way from the well, all the way down here to the the main patch. Now at the main patch, we'll have to, the way I drew it is a little wonky, so you'll just have to kind of work with me. You can come from here to here just fine, all right, and hit that corner right there just fine. There's nothing going to be in the way of that, all right. It's just the way that it was drawn on here. The greenhouse will not be in the way. I'll be able to come straight from that well straight here to that point. I will then run the main line at that angle right there, and then run the main line all the way over here. All right, guys. All of this right here, this corner right here, all right, from there to there, all right, that is 32 foot wide right here, and then this right here is 85 foot. So that entire thing, this 85 foot and then this 32 foot right here, that is all going to be covered with a main line right at the edge of that, okay? Now, what will happen from there is the drip lines will then be placed in here, and they will run this way. The drip lines are going to come down this way, all right? And they'll run just like this, all right? There's the main patch, and that right there is exactly, the blue lines are exactly how the drip line is going to come, all right? So the drip line is going to run just like that, all right? Same way over here on patch 2, the drip line will run that way right there, all right? So that's how that's going to look. I'll go ahead and show you this, the tomato and peppers and eggplant patch and the corn patch. Those are going to run this way. The watermelon and the field pumpkin patch will run down this way, all right? And then you'll have your sunflower patch and the giant cantaloupes and the giant tomatoes and stuff like that, and then over here your giant green squash, yeah, and stuff. So all that right there will be, you can see how it's going to be ran and on there. Sunflowers will be running up and down, and these will be running side to side. So and then I have one last one here for the giant sweet potatoes, and the giant cushaws and stuff will be running that way. So that right there is how everything's going to be running. So now hopefully you guys have a little bit better understanding when I'm talking about what we're going to be doing. So like I say, going back to this drawing, we're going to come down here, we're going to take all that line. It's 119 foot from the well to the corner right here, where we're going to be starting our main line. Once we get there, we're going to bury all this line here, then we're going to bury all that line there. Not like bury it, but like maybe like an inch under the ground or something, right? Just to keep it, where we can deal with it, right? Anyhow, all this though will be, this right here this 119 will definitely be buried deep. Well, not deep, but deep enough where we won't be having to worry about it with the lawnmower anymore. All right, so then once we get here, this will be probably just barely under the ground, right at the edge of the patch, right? So I mean, you're going to be able to see it because we have to put that fitting in on that, right? I just want to make sure that it's just kind of like tucked away, really, okay? That's all we're looking for. So when you put it at the, like, if this is the top of the yard and this right here is the edge of the patch, we're going to set it right here. It's going to run that edge of the patch, so it's going to be down. It's not really going to be under the ground, but it's going to be like right there on this edge of it, right? So it won't be flush with this. It'll be sitting like down there, all right? So I hope that makes sense. So anyhow, then we'll do all that right there like that, and then we will go and get our plugs. We'll put the holes in the main line, we'll get the plugs right here. These 5/8 inch barbed shut-off valves, and we'll take them, plug those in to the main line, and then we will, in the springtime, come back and put our drip tape in on those shut-off valves. Okay, each one of those valves are shut off, and that's going to be helpful because there's a theory that if we feed the old plant less water and the new plant, the back of the old plant, right? So the back half of the plant, so the first 10 foot of the plant, it needs less water supposedly than the front half of the plant. So however far that is, if it's 15 foot, total plant, so you got 5 foot that's new plant and 10 foot that's old plant, you feed your back of the plant less. Now we do know that the stump area needs less water than, because that's why we cover our stumps, so to keep from getting foaming stumps. So some of this rings true. So anyhow, we're not going to talk about that today. We're talking about the setup, but just so you know, that's why we need the shut-off valves, because if we got the shut-off valves, we can water what we want to water. We will have to manually turn it off, but we can still water what we want to water. So if it's the back half of the plant, the front half of the plant, whatever we want to do, we can do it. All right, if we want to water the whole plant, we can do it. So moving on and seeing what else we got here. Let's see here. All this out right here. All right. So this is all what it's going to take to kind of put it all together, right? So you see here, and I'm going to put a picture up right here of everything that we're going to be needing. So let me get that fountain. I'm going to put it right here so you guys can see it. Okay, guys, so from the pump, what we're going to have is the 1/4 inch, 1 1/4 inch MPT to 1 1/2 inch MPT. All right, so let me see here. You're going to have this one right here. This is the 1 1/2 right here. All right, and this is coming from the pump. And you're going to go to, that's a 1 inch. So let me see here. We need 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. 1 inch. Put all these 1 inches back there. This is a reducer 1 1/2 to 1. All right. This is a 1 1/2 to 1 1/4. All right, so this 1 1/4 to 1 1/2. So we got 1 1/4 to 1 1/2, and I'm going to check it out real quick and see. Yep, that right there is what we got. Okay, because this right here is what's next. Okay, so you'll have your pump getting on to right here. All right, and then you're going to have the 1 1/4 MPT going into your 1 1/2 into your shutoff valve, which is right here. It's a ball shutoff valve. All right, so there's that. Then you're going to be going into where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where did it go? Let me see. Where is it? Over here. Nope, that's drip tape. 1 minute. Here. Ah. From that into this thing right here. So this will go like this. No, sorry, like this. Okay, so it's facing down. Goes on there like this, right here. Now I'm just dry fitting all this. It's all going to have pipe thread put on it, and pipe tape or whatever you want to call it, put on there. So it's going to go like that. You can see the direction of your arrow. The water is showing the water is going to go this way. All right, so that's how we got it. Again, look at the picture there. All right, so then we go from that to this 1.5 FPT, the master valve. Okay, so let's go find our master valve over here. All right, so here is our master valve. Goes just like this right here, and we're going to thread it on like so. Well, this is going to come off there. This is your micron filter. All right, this is what this stuff is. This is probably the injector and stuff. Probably gets hooked up to this. Okay, there we go. Now this go in here just like so. Wow. How's that? Okay. How's it supposed to get on there tight? Something's got to go there. Some sort of a fitting has got to go here to extend that down some. We have another 1.5 to a I think it's right here we go into it, right there. Yeah, 1.5 is a 1 MP. So this one right here is going to go right here like so. Alright. Again, we're just dry fitting this. There's that. But now how is this supposed to go onto there without something kind of helping it out there a little bit? It needs extended. It can't go from there to there because this thing here gets in the way. To get this on there like it should be. So I don't know. I just don't think it's going to work, but I'll ask. This is going to have to be like this, just like that, and then your micron filter back up there in there like so, and this thing here back on there like that. Like I say, this is just for reference, you know, but it is going to need to be tighter than that. It ain't going to work. It's way too loose. Anyhow, so then you come out of there and you'll have this fitting that we put on here, and then you're going to have an elbow. This part is going to be called SKU 1752 right here. Here it is right here. SKU 1752. We'll go on here like so. Here it is, SKU 1752. You can see that in the picture over here. So So we're going to put this on like so. There's that on. The next part. Okay, guys. So, figured it out. Had the wrong picture showed up. Here's the right picture right here. This is for 4 zones. Now, we have this set up right here. All right, so now from here, what we're going to do is we got to put in a 3280 right here, 3280, which is a 1-inch nipple. So we'll take our 3280, we'll put it in here, like so. Now remember, this is all just dry fitting. So there that is right there. We need 1030. All right, so here's one of our 1030s that we got right here. All right, there's a 1030. You see right there. We'll thread that on like so. And then I'm going to connect another 1030. All right, so we only have 3, so we need a 4th one. We're connecting all of the 1030s together. Like so. Like I said, you're just gonna have to imagine that there's a 4th one here, because I need a 4th one, right? Let's see. They've only sent 3. It shows 4 zones. So anyhow, let me see. All right, so this up. That right there is what it's going to look like. And this is zone 1, 2, and 3. And then what will happen is you need 3280s again. So the 3280 right here will go on to the bottoms here, like so. Like that. $32.80. $26.12 right here. All right. So here is our 2612s right here. And which way is which here? Okay, you got the arrow pointing down. That's the way your water's going to be going. You can see the arrow right there. I think maybe. It's right there. Anyhow, so that's, you want to make sure it's pointing down. And you'll turn these on like so. Just like that. Now, probably going to have to do this a little differently. Probably need to go ahead and get that reading far enough into the email. Here's the other 2612 there, and then we got one more 2612 right here. Put together. No ma'am, no sir, out. Good day. 2612, so make sure you got your arrow pointing down. And then you screw your 3280 into it. Arrows going down like so. Screw your 3280 into it. This is your 2612, and you'll screw this. There's that into there like so. This one here is put together like that. There's that, like that. All right, now this one Goes over here. I'll lift it up and show y'all what it's looking like on this mock setup here. Alright, so there we go. And right there is how it's starting to look. Alright. And then from there, okay guys, so we're back. New day, new time. Went back through all my emails because I'm sitting there scratching my head thinking there's something I'm missing, something's not right. Had the wrong paper printed off. So, you remember what it looked like a minute ago? I took the micron filter off. Still got to figure out how to get the micron filter put on here because it rubs. But the picture that I had shown you where this went into here, that's wrong. So, this comes off of here just like so. I'm going to take this out of here. I'm going to put it all back together here in a second. This comes off like this. We don't need that for just yet. This comes out of here. Well, I guess I could have just let that one in. Anyways, thread this one back on and then put this like so. Alright, now we have the correct configuration. So just scratch the configuration I showed you a minute ago. Alright, all this is proper. We just removed this piece. Okay, this is all correct right now. Alright, this is how it's supposed to be. Now, this end cap, this part number 1032, we're going to screw it right on here. Alright, wait, there were so many emails and I thought I printed off the right one. So, my fault, I confused myself, and then it happens. So, now we're here at this juncture. Alright, you're just going to have to pretend that the micron filter is sitting on here. I'll put the correct picture again up here so everybody knows that it is the correct one this time. I went back, I've looked and looked and looked and looked and made sure. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do when we come out of our part number 2612 is we're going to put 3280s here on the bottom again, just like so. Put your 3280s on here like that. You get the rest of these 3280s. 3280. Okay. That. And 3280 right here. Like so. Alright, so there's that. Now, that's where these come in. Alright, so here's how it goes, like this. So you put this one right here, like so. And this is your part number 1600. It's your Sininger pressure master is what this is. And you have 3 of them there, like so. All right, there's that. Now this one right here. I was sitting there and I was scratching my head. I said, I know I'm missing something. Something ain't right. You know, it just does not seem like I've got my crap together. All right, so now you're going to do 1629s. So let's find these 1629s. 1629 right here. I'm going to screw that on to the bottom of this, like so. Yep, okay. 1770. Need that. 1629. Tag on it. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's that. One more 1629 right here. All the 1629s is right on here. Alright, so now we've got this set up like that. There's how it goes, just like that right there. Alright guys, again you have to just imagine that the micron filter's up here. So there's that. Now, what do we got going on here? Then you put your main line. Your main line will start going into here. Alright guys, so you'll take your main line, you'll put it on, and then you'll thread it over like that. And it tightens it up on there. Alright. That's how it works. So there's that. And then we'll be going from there and putting the rest of this part stuff together. So pretty self-explanatory, but that is part one of the video. So sorry for all the mess ups that I had. Got any questions, comments, concerns, going ahead and post them down in the comments. You can also email me at babydrill2119. I can help you figure it all out. Hopefully I have explained it well enough. Again, sorry for the confusions, but I mean, I just had so many emails and I thought I printed off the right one 2 different times and ended up being the wrong one both times, and finally got the right one. So you have to forgive me on that, but we got it set up. We know what we got now, and we're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to move on outside. We're going to set up the Hunter pump start tomorrow and the X-Core, and then we'll start setting this up from there. So we'll see you tomorrow right here in the hollers and hills of West Virginia. Boom!
Don't forget to smash that like button. That notification bell. Don't get the
Good job. Here you go. Thank you.
Don't get the
Don't forget to share. Yep. There you go. Good job. And
And
subscribe.